I'm going to dive right into it today. So I'd like to start with a parable. You guys might be familiar. This is the parable of the Chinese farmer. Have you heard of that before?
It is sounds familiar.
Yeah. Jill, is that something that you're familiar with?
I don't think so.
Okay. It might ring a bell as I start reading the story, but this is a classic parable in mindfulness community because it teaches this idea of non-judgment. We're simply present for what arises, and we're not trying to figure out if these are good or if they're bad. So you might close your eyes and just center on your breath as we connect with this parable. So here's a story. A farmer's horse runs away, and his neighbors lament his misfortune. The farmer calmly replies, maybe good, maybe bad. We'll see. The horse returns, leading a herd of wild horses, and the neighbors rejoice. But the farmer remains unperturbed, saying, maybe good, maybe bad. We'll see. The farmer's son attempts to tame one of the wild horses and breaks his leg, prompting further neighborly sympathy, to which the farmer responds, maybe good, maybe bad. We'll see. Later, soldiers come to draft able-bodied men into the army, but they spare the farmer's son due to his injury, and the neighbors congratulate the farmer, to whom he replies, maybe good, maybe bad. We'll see. And so this story illustrates that until we know the full consequences, it's difficult to judge something as good or bad. It's inviting a perspective of non-attachment and of balance, which is something that we'll explore in our mindfulness practice this morning. And so we'll take a moment here just to breathe in stillness and notice how your mind, your thoughts, your body responds to that story today. And we'll keep this inward focus as we invite some movement into our bodies. Starting with movement today before we dive into our longer seated practice. And so I'll invite you to stand if that's in your practice today. You're always welcome to do these movements seated if that makes more sense to you. And we'll start with our feet wider than normal, a little wider than hips width distance. And just feel the way your body meets the earth. And we'll start just shifting our body to the left. Just notice how that feels, shifting to the left. You don't have to be balanced on your left foot. You may just lean more weight in that direction. You might let your left arm grow a little heavier here. And then we'll drop our left heel. If you lifted it, shift your body's weight to the right. Let that right arm grow heavier. We'll inhale back towards center and shift your weight to the back. You might even like lift your arms and kind of reach back here. You might lean back on your heels, might even look up. With your next breath, maybe you'll come into a forward fold. Maybe you'll simply lean forward, bringing your weight forward in whatever way makes sense to you. And if you chose forward fold, we'll mindfully come back. If you've been simply leaning forward, we'll come back to our classic equal standing pose. Feet here, hips width distance. Feel your body come back into that alignment of equal standing. Calm and serene here. Fully present moment. And if you choose, you might begin to invite little circles with your head around your neck. If you're circling, then you might change directions when it makes sense. And we'll bring ourselves towards center here. Just take a reach of your arms out and away from each other. Arms up towards the ceiling, pressing down into your feet, up into your fingers. And we'll gracefully lower the arms, lower our bodies, coming down into a comfortable seat for meditation here. Give yourself any support that you need to set yourself up for quiet and seated practice. And we'll start with awareness here at your nostrils as you breathe. Feeling into the cool air as it enters your body, and the warm air as it leaves. And begin to notice here if you have the ability to breathe through both nostrils this morning. Notice if you're feeling congested on the right or the left side, or if both airways are clear. And if you have freedom to breathe through both of your nostrils, you can physically follow along. We'll be coming into our balanced breath, our alternate nostril breath. And if you are congested, you will imagine that you're following along without actively blocking the air. So physically or imagining will cover the right nostril, breathing in and out through the left. And at the top of your next inhale, we will imagine or actually cover the left and begin to breathe in and out through the right. And we'll switch again. And once more. And switching nostrils here. And a final switch. And here, you can release your hands down if you've been physically blocking. Release the visualization if you've been working with that. And as we slide into our more silent practice, let your breath be your anchor. Observing the different thoughts, sensations, and emotions that arise. Letting our breath be that point which anchors and keeps us here in this present moment. Observing too the tendency that we all have to assign value, good or bad, to thoughts, sensations, and feelings. Notice here if you have a tendency to label the wandering mind. If you're able to apply that same pattern of neutrality that we're striving to apply to all else. We invite awareness back to our anchor as often as we need to. Let yourself center back into the breath. If your mind is wandering, and specifically connect with the presence of air at your nostrils. As you deepen your breath, become aware of the sensations, connection between your body and the earth. The connection of your skin and the air that surrounds you. You might keep your eyes closed, or you might gently open them, letting in light and color. And we'll gently guide ourselves out of our seated position into something different. Give yourself space for movement and for stretching here. Seeking balance for whatever position you were sat in during that seated meditation. Today's meditation, about 10 minutes of movement. We did a 5-minute pranayama, that alternate nostril breathing,